fastest Wi-Fi, and yet still I'm having issues. So I just wonder how much like the people who actually do this go. Oh yeah. See, I saw that on my end, but it was like literally like 2 blinks. So I wasn't sure if you guys actually saw that on your end. But for anyone who hasn't been here, we currently have the beef burgundy in the oven. Yeah, what suggestion do you have? I'm just gonna add some water to get our ice water going. Get this sitting. Have any suggestions? But for those of you who are just now joining us, basically where I'm at in the process is that it will, it's going to be in there for about 3 hours. We still have to do the onions, we still have to do the mushrooms. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the meantime. I also have a dessert I'm going to make, and I'm also going to make some yogurt, which is what I usually do during the week. Slideshow. I've noticed a few things. First of all, the camera seems jittery. Not sure if it's hardware or not. Nice slideshow. Yeah, I know, guys. I wasn't anticipating the Wi-Fi to be so iffy, so I am sorry about that. I do wish that it was a little bit better. So as far as the camera goes, I am eventually, like, if I start doing this more often, I do plan on getting, I have 2 DSL cameras, and so hopefully I can, I forgot what the program's called, but you can get something to set up so all your cameras are connected, and that's my plan eventually. Right now I'm just using some iPhones and my Mac, which I don't think is the best thing. I'm considering putting my desktop computer in here so that it will have more capability, and I can kind of go from there. I honestly don't know what my bitrate is. I'm gonna click and see. It says it's excellent. I don't think that's correct, but on my little like platform thing that I have here, it says that my bitrate's excellent. I don't know how it calculates that. I do think most of my issues are coming from how old my Mac is right now. My Mac's pretty old. I've had it for a long time. Oh, thank you, Starling3232. I just saw that you followed me. I really appreciate that. It's really helpful. But yeah, I do think if I got my desktop computer in here, it would run a little bit quicker, just because it's my husband's old computer and he used to use it for digital art, and so I think it's a little bit better than the Mac that I have and I'm currently using to stream on. And I think the water is almost at a boil. I can see it over there, it's moving a little bit, so that's a good sign. And then from there, we're gonna go on and make the onions. So what it says to do for the onions is place the onions in a heat-proof bowl, fill another bowl with ice water, let it soak, and then using a slotted spoon, transfer them to an ice bath. Okay, you can set the bit rate for the next one. Shoot for 3,000 to 4,000 bit rate. I recommend checking out some YouTube videos on the best results. No, that's some really good advice. I've never done this before, so I really do appreciate it. If you let it try and do its own thing, it will strain and try to go as high as it will let you and end up jittering. Oh. That is super helpful. I didn't know exactly how it worked, so I really do appreciate any advice that you guys have. Anybody else, I know I don't have many viewers right now, but if you have any advice as far as the camera angles or anything like that, I have no clue exactly what bitrate is, so it's just, I feel like I'm learning as I go, so I do appreciate any advice you guys give. Okay, so I do have a slotted spoon. I have the water almost to a boil. We have a lot of onions over here. It calls for a full pound of onions, and it only came in half-pound amounts, which I think is a pretty good indication of how many onions we're supposed to be making right here. My dogs, every time I like shake something, they like come running in here. I have one dog right here, and then one right here, and then the other one I'm sure is probably just laying on the couch because all she loves to do is sleep during the day. So my water is almost at a boil. Once I get it to a boil, I'm just gonna add it to, I don't know if this bowl is gonna be big enough. I wonder if I should get one of my bigger pots and then add it into there.